It's Tiffany's content, watching those fast movers out there accumulating more snow and even rainfall coming out of that Gulf Coast. Let's take a look. You can see that Gulf Coast is sprucing up some storms, okay? Rainfall, mostly those blue clouds are cold clouds, but just look at the Midwest. It is smothered with blue clouds, and that's moving over to that northeast coast. But take a look at that Gulf Coast as it's setting up shop for thunderstorms, lightning, and a lot of rainfall this weekend. You can see right now how much rainfall is headed that way, and even just going on right now, it can bring a lot of tornadic activity, and you can see that snow coming out of the west, going right into the Midwest and taking a toll on that east coast. You're going to see heavy windfalls starting to die down a little bit, but more snow will start to come in, and you can even see on that central plains there that it's accumulating snow as well. So just take a look at the rainfall that we have for today, and this is just one day, so that's a lot of rainfall that's moving from the west coast to the Midwest, and a lot coming out of that Gulf Coast as well. So just take a look for this weekend. That west coast is going to be smashed with a lot of rainfall this weekend, going right into the mountains, headed over to that Midwest and into the northeast. But look at that Gulf Coast. It is definitely sprucing up some storms, and you can see that on the map here. A lot of rainfall today, even just for today and the next couple of days for that Gulf Coast. But look at all that snowfall that we still have going on that east coast. And for the next few days, you're going to see that it's going to hang around, still hanging around there, coming up out of the Midwest, out of the Great Lakes. Definitely bringing some lake effect snow this weekend, but you can see that northeast coast will still have snow this weekend, and even that west coast going into those great falls. But take a look at the action here. You can just see how everything is setting up, how that system in the Gulf Coast is moving on in, meeting up with that cold bluster of cold snow and very strong winds. So just make sure you're aware of that. And then look at that west coast. It is going to be, hammered with a lot of rainfall this weekend. California, please be on alert. Today, our hazards for excessive rainfall is right over above, Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, going into Tennessee. But take a look at what it feels like. We're back into the negatives. -10 over there. That is unbelievable, okay? -20, and then you can see that in the frost freeze temperatures too. When those get down to negative and cold temperatures, you already know it's going to start producing more snow, okay? And we already have snowfall down there already. You can see up to 36 inches, 48 inches over there in the Great Falls by the mountains near Idaho. And of course, going into the northeast, there's snowfall. And for the next 2 days, it's more coming, okay? Up to 4 inches in certain areas, definitely on that east coast, and you're going to see more in the Midwest as well. So just please be aware. Look at how deep this plunge is with all that low pressure. That means a lot of cold air is dipping down into the south, and you can see that snow on the east coast. But let me tell you, this west coast is definitely bringing on some atmospheric type of weather, okay? But at this time, it's going to bring a snowfall with it as well. So it's going to be mixed precipitation, a lot of rain, a lot of snow, definitely heavy coming down in the next 2 days. Once again, it's a stationary front, so it's going to sit there for a while, and then back on that east coast, you're going to see that stationary front going right across, the central, but then above it is a lot of high pressure with all that snowfall, and then back to low pressure. So you're just going to be able to see a lot of, conditions going on this weekend, a lot of rain in the south, and then a lot of, snow in that Midwest going up to that east coast. So just please be aware of all this activity. You're going to still have that snow coming out of that west coast going into the Midwest and then to the east coast, and then that rainfall in the south, all meeting up with each other, even accumulating ice. So just take a look at that northeast coast. You're going to see that it's cold clouds in the air and the sky, and it's producing and accumulating more snow and definitely wind, okay? So just seeing all that activity for this weekend, just be aware that it's a lot of action going on. Check your local listings. I love sharing the weather with you and reacting to the weather, so make sure you're staying tuned to Tiffany's content. I love reacting to the weather with you, and the National Weather Service loves that we share the weather with you. And you're going to see things starting to die down, but that snow will still arrive this weekend, and I'm going to keep you updated. And also check your local listings, okay? But make sure that you comment below and let me know what's going on in your cities, okay? I do have a degree in science, an associate's in science degree, and I just love reacting to the weather with you and sharing all the details. It's Tiffanys Content. Like, share, subscribe.